The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia says he wants to join the Abraham Accords, normalize relations with Israel. But there's a catch: the promise of a Palestinian state.
Well, in a White House meeting with President Trump, the two leaders agreed to a new security deal and billions in economic investments. Paul Petit reports from Jerusalem.
In the first visit by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to the White House in 7 years, President Trump is moving to deepen security ties and civil nuclear cooperation with the world's largest oil exporter, a relationship the president has made central in his second term. The Crown Prince told Trump he wants Saudi Arabia to join the Abraham Accords and normalize relations with Israel, but only if there's a clear path toward a Palestinian state, something Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insists cannot happen.
I don't want to use the word commitment, but we've had a very good talk on the Abraham Accords. We talked about one state, two states, but I think you have a very good feeling toward the Abraham Accords.
Yes, definitely, Mr. President. We want peace for the Israelis. We want peace for the Palestinians. We want them to coexist peacefully in the region, and we will do our best to reach that day.
The two also signed an agreement making Saudi Arabia a major non-NATO ally with the U.S., mirroring the security arrangement long in place with Israel. It includes selling F-35 stealth fighters and 300 U.S.-made tanks to the kingdom. MBS has agreed to invest $600 billion in the United States, with the goal of pushing that investment to $1 trillion. Responding to a question about the 2018 murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, Trump defended the Crown Prince, saying he did not know about the operation, directly contradicting U.S. intelligence findings.
About the journalists, it's really painful to hear, anyone that been losing his life for, no real purpose or not in a legal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc., in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
And today, in a separate diplomatic track, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is set to meet in Turkey with a senior Hamas delegation to shore up the ongoing ceasefire in Gaza. Hamas is defiant about disarming, but the U.S. is expected to push that demand as it works to keep the truce alive in the Gaza Strip. Paul Petit, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, we pray for peace. We pray for peace throughout the Middle East, and especially in Jerusalem. The problem is, and it's a deep problem, the ideology on the Palestinian side hasn't changed since 1948 and actually predates that. If you look back in the history, the Hebron massacre of 1929 practically mirrors what happened on October 7th. That hatred is deep and it runs generationally. So to say, okay, if we just create a new Palestinian state, suddenly there'll be a desire for peace and prosperity. People will want to build futures for themselves, their children, their grandchildren. But the reality on the ground is the ideology is so deep that people are willing to sacrifice their children. The Hamas was willing to sacrifice the entire civilian population of Gaza in pursuit of their goal of wiping Israel off the map. Without a recognition that that ideology has to change, and change fundamentally, and change generationally, I don't believe you can put a state behind that. It really doesn't make any sense. So we'll see. We hope and we pray for peace.
You are about to make a difference around the world through your partnership with CBN. Your donation will provide relief to people going through unimaginable disasters.
There are tens of millions of children who are desperate for hope. You'll be the reason children across 80 countries can rewrite their future.
CBN refuses to look past the ones who have been forgotten, and your commitment ensures we never will.
Our ultimate goal is to achieve a time in history when the knowledge of the Lord will cover the earth as the waters cover the sea. Right now, CBN reaches nearly 200 countries with the gospel in their own language and dialects. And we offer prayer support to anyone at any hour of the day.
You are about to unleash God's kingdom across the earth.